How much does it cost to race a real-life race car? Well, today I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you how much it costs to buy a car, how much it costs to run that car, and everything in between. Long story short though, it depends on a lot of stuff, so let's jump into this. I'm not even exaggerating when I say it can cost anywhere from a couple of $1,000s to go racing to literally as much money as you want on the other end of the spectrum. For today though, I'm gonna be talking about this thing, my new to me Mazda Miata. It's definitely one of the more affordable ways to go real life racing, but it's definitely not the cheapest way. What I think's so great about the Spec Miata though is literally anybody can do it, anybody can jump into a car, even I can do it, which tells you all you need to know. I actually feel like a professional today because I made a list and I didn't want to forget anything, so let's jump into the list and I can tell you what everything costs. So number one, if you're gonna go real life racing, you need a race car, and there's two ways to go about it. Number one, you could build your own race car, or number two, you can buy a race car that somebody else made. 99% of the time, buying a race car that somebody's already made is cheaper than building one yourself. For example, my Spec Miata cost me $23,000 because somebody built it for me. If I was to go and build one myself, first I would have to find a Mazda Miata for sale. They cost anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000 generally, depending on how nice they are. And then you're gonna have to build it into a race car, and that means giving it a roll cage, suspension, stripping the interior, a new fuel system, racing seats, all of this sort of stuff, and that stuff can cost anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 on top of the price of the car. Obviously, if you can do work yourself, those numbers will come down a bit and you'll save money here and there, but generally, most of the time, building a race car is more expensive than buying one that somebody else already made. After you've got the race car though, and you've either bought one or you've built one to the proper specifications for a series you want to do, you obviously need somewhere to go and race it, and this is another cost factor that can vary drastically. For my first year of racing though, I entered a racing series at Calabogie Motorsports Park. It's a circuit that's local to me. Specifically, I entered their Challenge series, which has 8 races throughout the season, plus a test and tune day at the start of the season, so everybody can get a feeling of their car and the upgrades they might have done over the winter. Anyways, the cost of running all 8 races out at Calabogie plus the test and tune day is $1,600. All 8 races are 30 minutes long, plus they all have a 10-minute qualifying session. So if you add all of that up, it makes the track time actually fairly cheap once you add in the test and tune day, which is basically a full day of testing your car, which is really nice. Now we've got the car and we've got the series we're gonna be running in. There are a whole bunch of other things that cost money, like fuel and tires. So let's explain those. Fuel is another one of those things that can vary a lot depending on what sort of car you're driving. In a Mazda Miata, you're not really using that much fuel. I can get through an entire race plus the qualifying session with about like 40, 50 bucks of fuel or something like that, which really isn't that bad at all. All in all, you're probably spending around $500 to $600 on fuel throughout the entire season, which, if you think about it, isn't too bad really. Tires is another big thing that people want to talk about all the time because again, it's one of those things that can drastically vary depending on what sort of car you're driving. If you want to drive around on racing slicks, that'll cost a lot of money. If you use those lower tread wear tires, those tires will burn up faster and you'll need to buy more of them more frequently. However, in a Spec Miata, we're actually not using our tires all that much. Although yes, we are sliding around the circuit, the tires are getting hot, they're getting cool, they're getting hot again and cool again. You're not actually putting that much wear on the tires because the car is so light. For us, we can actually make a set of tires last a really long time. For all 8 races plus the test and tune day, we're only using about a set and a half of tires per season. And because the tires are so small on a Spec Miata, they cost about $800. Once they're installed, call it about $1,000, say $2,000 for a season. If you want to drive really aggressively and you're locking up all the time, we'll say $2,000 a year in tires. At the end of the day, car racing is still, well, car racing, and there's maintenance that needs to go into that car, like oil changes and belts and fluids and alignments and this and that and the other things that you need to stay on top of the same way you would for a road car. If you do all the work yourself, again, you can bring the numbers way down, but for me, probably about $800 a year in maintenance or so. Sometimes your car breaks and needs a couple of new things. For example, my Spec Miata, when I bought it, it had a faulty fuel system, and we had to fix that fuel system and basically re-plumb a lot of it and re-engineer a lot of it. That cost $1,300 to do. right when I bought the car. If you're starting from the very beginning, you probably also need some racing gear, and again, you can spend as much money or as little money as you want, but be safe. My racing gear cost about 3 grand. And the last thing you need to consider is how you actually get your car to the race circuit. A lot of people will either leave their car at the circuit and pay the circuit like a storage fee, or some people will just trailer their car out to the circuit for every single race. That's another thing you might need to consider. All in all, at the end of the day, once you've got your gear and you've got all of your setup, for us to run a Spec Miata series here at Calabogie Motorsports Park, it comes to about $5,000 a year to go racing. One of the things I haven't experienced yet on my racing journey is doing away races just yet. That's actually one of my goals for next season. I'm joining the Miata Canada Cup next year. I'm gonna need to trailer my car there. I'm gonna need to get accommodation there. I'm gonna need to pay their track time there so I can actually get learning the circuit and maybe pay for an instructor around that circuit as well. Now that I've showed you how you can get into real life motorsport, it's time for our final race of the season in our Miata. In our last race, we went from 4th place all the way to 1st. Can we make it happen again? We need to start with qualifying. Let's see how we can do. It is already that time of year. It's the final race of the season. We're driving the MX-5 today. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like it's gone super quickly. We're coming off the heels of a very good race where we managed to win in our class, which was awesome. Can we go 2 for 2 and do it back to back? Let's find out. As a wise man once said, how hard can it be? It all starts with a good qualifying, so let's put in a good lap or two and see what we got. Unfortunately, my little lap timer is not working, so I'll have no idea how well I'm doing. So I'm just gonna drive and hope for the best. So we've got 3 cars up in front, kind of all wiggling around. I would usually back off in a scenario like this, but I've got somebody behind as well, so I think I might just use the gap that I have and hope for the best and see if we don't catch them up. I think some of these guys are pretty quick, so let's just keep up with them. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this qualifying session actually went that well. I think I was kind of off-put by having a car in front of me kind of just mentally distracting me, plus kind of the ghost pressure of having a car behind me. I think it just kind of unsettled me a little bit for this qualifying session. Obviously, as time goes on, this is something we're going to get more used to and experienced with, but for this session, it just didn't really click all that well. Plus, to make matters even worse, going on to our first flying lap, we actually got yellow flags, so that lap was immediately cooked. We put in a 2:43 on our first lap, which really not that great when you're 13 seconds off the pace. Going on to our second lap though, I tried to leave a bigger gap to the car in front, so hopefully we wouldn't catch him up too much, but I actually caught him up quite a bit. And although we weren't driving too slowly, I was definitely not driving at 100% pace, and I put in a 2:37, which again, not great. There we go, nice catch-up lap, very nice catch-up lap, cone in the middle of the road. Okay, get to the line and then we're gonna back off. All right. Hopefully that was good. Let's take this thing back to the pits, figure out how we did, and hopefully we got a good result there. How did we do?
Car number 12, position 15, against the wall.
Very nice, okay. Thank you. Position 15 overall. I don't know where that is, like, in class. We got room for improvement, as it turns out. Okay, maybe it's not as fine as I thought because there's a bunch of cars in front. So as it turns out, we didn't have the greatest qualifying result. I think we're like P7 in class right now. I'll put what position I'm in on the screen here. However, I think I can improve a little bit, so let's see if I can get an overtake or 2. That would be nice. Here's the other reason I think we might have a good race today. I actually spent my afternoon in the parking lot practicing my gear shifts from 2nd to 3rd, so hopefully we won't mess up another start. Easier said than done. Let's warm up the tires and let's get ready to go racing. So here we go, our final race in the Miata. How are we going to do? Starting in P7, let's see what we got. Try to get from 2nd to 3rd clean. We make it happen. Better start than usual. I'll take that. Going around turn 1 and down into turn 2, can we make the pass? Send it up the inside here. Thank you. There's 1 already. Very nice. Up to P6 already. Everybody in front of us kind of wiggling around quite a bit. Can we make another move using all the track, trying to get a bit of slipstream, but can't gain enough? There's another. Never mind. We can. Thank you very much. Make that a P5. You'll love to see it. Now we've got 2 cars behind. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Car right behind. 2 guys looking up the inside. Don't let them go. I'm not even trying to defend right here. Stick on the racing line. Carry speed. I went deep, went deep, went deep. I have no idea where the guy is. People way off the road. See if we can sneak up here. Nope, not going to be able to. Covered off the inside nicely. Well done. Luckily, nobody got past us, but now we're looking at the 55. Can we go up the inside into the highest speed corner on the circuit? through the right-hander. Go, 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 go. Keep the nose in, keep the nose in. Hesitated that tiny little bit. Lifted off the gas a tiny bit too much. I might even hit the brakes right there. I'll be honest, I don't remember. But unfortunately, we lost too much gap, and that left 55 in front of us. We should have made that move. Oh, big pothole. So meanwhile, we're trying to catch this 55 car now, and we've got raising pressure from behind. We're trying to pull away from them as much as possible. Really pushing on the back of the 55. Go! We can get this car. We can get this car. We can get this car. Keep pushing, keep pushing. That shot of flame again. There's a lot of battles going on up in front, so we can definitely get into this. Okay, I'm getting a lot of rear end slide though, which I'm not a fan of. We gotta watch out for that. Oh, smoke, smoke, smoke. Come on, we can get this 55. I know we can. It's the same person we overtook last time. Luckily though, we've hit the same hole. Okay, note to self, do not run that wide because that is unsettling the car big time. We've run away from the cars behind though, so that's good. We've got to keep going, keep pushing. We can get this 55. There's a lot of traffic in front. And if you want a race that's expensive, this race is expensive. There's a big lockup. Big lockup from the car in front. That's going to group the pack up a lot more. Meanwhile, I decided to become a Formula Drift driver and clutch kick the car. I missed the clutch and I just did an accidental clutch kick. Jesus Christ. Oh, is the car smoking? Big smoke. Here we go. Let's gain. Oh my God, the amount of smoke is insane. Yeah, he's pitting in. Yeah, that car is a little bit on the broken side, but that car was in our class, P4. Another lockup from that guy. You can definitely tell it's the last race of the season. Everybody is using up their tires. Come on, nice exit, nice exit, nice exit, smooth exit. Very nice. Okay, when I said it cost $800 per tire, I didn't mean you could spend $800 and then just lock up on every single corner. That's not how it works. If you're doing that, it might get a little bit more expensive. We're still pushing though. We've got 5 cars nose to tail here, all competing. Go, go, go. Oh my God, the car's doing a bit of off-roading, huh? What I don't like now is that we're being slowed down and the guy behind might catch. That was a nice exit. Keep this up, keep this up. And then this was just unfortunate. I think my car might be a little slow in a straight line, huh? My shift really that much slower? Jeez, that's a big gap that builds. Look up the inside. Are they gonna block? Little bit of a block. Can we use momentum? Whoa, big smoke. I thought that car was spinning. Around the outside? Nope, can't do that. Not there. We need a very good exit here. Let's really focus on this exit. Oh, looking up the inside? Perhaps? Compromised? That was close. Oh my God. Unlucky. Unlucky. Meanwhile, the cars behind are slowly starting to catch up again. We do not want to get them involved with this battle, so if we're gonna get this 55, it has to be sooner rather than later. Flying around turn 1 into turn 2. Look what happened up at the front, wiggling from everyone. That slowed everyone down again. Do I get a run here? I might get a run here. I don't get a run here. That one's just faster out of the corners. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. My car might be a little bit slow in a straight line. We might need to look at like a better air filter or like some headers, which we're allowed to do for our series. We'll see. That Miata is off every corner. I hit a cone. I don't know where the cone went. Hopefully it's not underneath. I don't see anything. So I'm gonna hope it's gone. Oh my God, it's hard to see in there with the sun. I can't see anything. I might not be able to see anything, but nice gain, nice gain, nice gain. Super smooth out of the corner. Gaining on the 55 round the outside. No, no, no. Oh, unfortunate. White one just going slow. Yeah, don't like this. The guy behind's catching. We are losing so much time. Oh, black one wiggly. Here we go. Up the inside. Go, 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 go. Oh my God, now the red one's in here. This is not good. I don't see the cone, so I don't know where it went. All of this battling, though, led to that red car finally catching us up from behind because we were just battling. Oh, the red one just flew past. When I missed a shift looking for the cone, he's got the inside. Can I hang it around the outside? This was a little bit unfortunate. Again, looking back at this footage, I should have just tried to carry more speed through the corner, and I didn't. No, I cannot. Damn it. Well played, sir. Well played. I think I have a cone under my car. Waving yellow. Oh, car in the grass. Big time in the grass. No, it's Taylor. No, that's my friend. Everybody is locking up here. Let's get in it. Let's get in it. Get in it. Get in it. Get in it. Oh my God, what is going on here? It's a goddamn parking lot. Can we capitalize? Take a look at this. The red car overtakes the 55, goes for one on that white one up in front. The 55 gets back on the red car, and then as the 55 makes the move, now the yellow flags come out. Full course yellow, safety car. A little more. Waving yellow, waving yellow. That's a safety car. Oh, please don't end this race under a safety car. That was so good. Oh, we were having such a good race. Oh yeah, okay, that's gonna be a little bit. I wanted a podium in the last race. Oh, checkered flag. GG's, finish under the checkered. Rather unfortunate. That would have been such a sick restart. But that ends the season in the Miatas. I have no idea what place I'm in. We definitely could have been a little bit more aggressive on some of those overtakes, but I think a very successful mini season in the Miata. It was a super fun race. It wasn't the way we wanted to end the season, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, we finished the race in P4 because that red car actually got a penalty for overtaking under yellow flags, under a safety car. That gives us a P4. You love to see it. A super fun race, and next time we're back in the GR86 for the final race of the year. If things go well in that race, I could win the championship. I'll see you then for that video. Taylor's car is missing a wheel. Wait, Taylor's still in it.